No words can fully express the importance of a father's influence, guidance, and support. Now, our next guest is hoping his words and experience will help other families going through difficulties of divorce. So, author, entrepreneur, and dad Marcus Lee Stiffensen is here along with his co-author Linda Anderson King to take us into the pages of being dad after divorce. Good morning to you both.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So glad to have you indeed. Okay, now Marcus, I want to start with you. Take us back to that difficult time in your life. Why did you turn to journaling, and who advised you to do that in the first place?
As a kid, my mom and grandmother always said, when something's on your mind, to just write it down and try to get better at it. So that was the purpose of it.
You know what? I think that's a good idea too, because when you write it down on a page, can't nobody tell it again. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so how did writing down your thoughts help you heal? What did you write about?
I had to write about the pain of not seeing my kids every day, not fixing breakfast, fixing dinner, not going to church with them, and became a 4-day-a-month dad, you know, because the court system say see them every other weekend. I'm like, but I'm a full-time dad, but only have 4 days a month to visit. So I could call, then sometime Wednesdays, it depends. But yeah, that was the pain. So I had to write, you know, trying to figure out, was it my fault? Did I do something wrong? Or it just wasn't meant? But I love my kids.
It's a big life change. I think nowadays divorce is so, it's not as taboo. Everybody's talking about it. Half the time everybody's doing it. And everybody goes through different situations where they come to that point. It's not an easy decision to make to get divorced, but that life change that comes after, like you said, going from being a full-time dad, you're still in your heart a full-time dad, but physically a part-time dad is very difficult. I can't imagine the life change. Tell me more, what challenges did you face as you were navigating that challenge? How did you get through it? I know journaling, but
journaling. It was just conversation with my brothers and sisters, and they knew all about it. They said, "Brother, it's gonna be okay. You know, just be who mom raised us to be. You know, because my mom and dad raised us to always take care of your siblings, always be there for them, and communication is the key. So with my kids, even to today, we talk. You know, my kids are grown now. My youngest one's still in college, but yeah, we talk. I'm a proud dad, so I love the communication that I have with my kids.
You can tell your love for them just radiates off you. You're so soft-spoken when it comes to them. Tell me more about your kids. I want to know more. You said your youngest one's in college.
Yeah, this is her last year, thank God.
He's like, wrap it up.
And she's in Houston. I remember when we first got divorced, I would drive from Dallas to Houston maybe 3-4 days a week just to see her, because she was in elementary school, and she loved, she's a daddy's girl, and I wanted to be there for her soccer games, her little tennis games, and when she see me, her face light up. My face probably lit up more than hers.
Yes, indeed. So, There's nothing like that father-daughter relationship. My goodness. So when did you know your diary should be then turned into a book, and what do you want people to take away from it when they read it?
It's co-parenting is very important. I mean, and unfortunately, my first one, it was tough. But through growing and stuff, it was a whole lot easier to write stuff down, in communication. Even if you don't like the person, do it for the kids.
Exactly. They're the ones who either benefit or get hurt in the end,
because I've seen where my kids' grades went down, when the separation.
It's a big life change for everyone.
For
everyone. Linda, I want to talk to you. Tell me more about how you got involved in this project. How did you end up being a co-author?
Well, as a professor of counseling and psychology, Marcus invited me to participate on this journey to shed some light from the psychological perspective.
What'd you find? Tell me more about that.
The damaging effects, the separation, as he mentioned, the anxiety that comes along, a lot of anxiety. Kids are suddenly removed from their schools sometimes, from their communities. And it's a devastating effect on the whole family.
It absolutely is. I, for one, am a product of a divorced relationship. And to hear you talk about it, I think a lot of times we think about the mom in divorce situations, but we never talk about what the dad goes through. And so the fact that you made a book about this is so important, because honestly, I didn't have those real conversations with my father about what life was like for him after their divorce, until I was grown, until I was the age I am now, and so to have these conversations with your kids at an an earlier age is so beneficial. Any future books, any future collaborations, because you seem like you're on the right track right now.
Yeah, the next one is called Being Mom After Divorce. We're definitely going to collaborate. I have a couple of ladies I'm going to collaborate because I'm not a woman, so so I have to collaborate with them and just get their insights, and we're going to make it happen.
Yes.
And we also have a
wellness guide. Yes, we have a wellness book, and that will be released in about 30 days or so. And what it does is it charts the progress of the journaling, the person that's journaling, and there's a lot of journaling involved, which is going to flow in with what he's used to doing.
Yeah.
But you want to add to that?
Yeah, it's for me, it's like a male diary. You know, sometimes men don't have diaries. No,
yes, they do. Men have diaries. Men have diaries.
I got one.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for being here this morning and being vulnerable with us and sharing your story. It is a difficult one to share, so we appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can find Being Dad After Divorce online at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. You can follow Marcus on Instagram at I am Marcus Lee Stiffensen, and follow Linda Anderson King at affluentdesignsllc.com.